welcome to the new episode of Public Global. Modi ji had a very long podcast, and to be honest with you, to my knowledge, I have not come across a podcast of more than 3 hours. So Modi ji decided to talk to Mr. Lex Fridman, who is an American scientist who also does podcast, and he is doing this podcast from 2018. Modi ji gave him the opportunity to talk to him, apparently, which was very clear that it was all scripted. Modi ji was answering in Hindi. Lex was questioning in English. So there must have been a translator for both the people, a translator for Lex to translate whatever Modi ji is telling into English, and then again some translator for Modi ji who must be translating in Gujarati or Hindi whatever Lex was telling in English. And this is a more than 3 hours episode. So they must have taken at least 7 to 8 hours, if not more. They must have prepared themselves for more than a month. So it is something very surprising that Modi ji, who himself admits that he is the representative of 142 crores people, gets time for preparing for 1 month, then giving a podcast, a scripted podcast for more than 8 hours, 9 hours shooting. I mean, that is something which I feel that a better route, and for his own credibility, it was better that if he goes for a press conference. I don't know why he is afraid of going and facing the camera and the press directly. Now, this podcast, I was also slightly surprised. Generally, the podcasts are of different people. For some they are stage managed, so for some they are an exercise to enhance their image. There are some podcasts for a public relations point of view. Some podcasts, if someone wants to tell something in detail, there are podcasts like that. Now, this podcast, the main feature of this podcast, what I can say is that Modi ji got an opportunity to praise Trump. Why Modi ji is praising so much, I don't know. I mean, Donald Trump is the president of America. It's okay. There have been other presidents also before that. But so much respect, so much love, so much talking very high of Trump, that Trump is like that, Trump is like that, Trump is like me, I'm like Trump, and things like that. Modi ji starts that he was moved by some gestures of Trump, and he said that the story starts when he went for a joint event in Houston in September 2019, Howdy Modi. And then he says that when I was there talking to people, talking to a jam-packed stadium or auditorium, whatever it was, Trump was sitting in front of me. He's so humble. According to Mr. Modi, he's so humble. He's so down to earth that he was sitting with the people and listening to him. Is Trump humble? Anyone of you and I mean, whosoever is seeing Trump, is Trump humble? And then Modi ji said the biggest thing about Trump is then after the speech, Modi requested Trump to go for a sort of a victory lap. It was not exactly a victory lap, but they went around the stadium, around the auditorium. And he said that I went and requested Trump to come along for that, for walking through crowd in that auditorium. And he said, I am amazed. What a man Trump is. He's so courageous. What courage he showed? According to Mr. Modi, he, without his security guard, went around the people. There are two things. Number one, Mr. Modi must understand the President of US cannot step out he cannot even walk one step without the concurrence of his security agencies. It is not like India. The American president is bound by the copybook, the procedures of his security. It has never happened that they have gone aboard whatever the security people have said. Number two, but what Modi is telling, that it was very courageous on the part of Trump. Mr. Modi, all the crowd which was inside that auditorium was properly frisked, was properly screened that they are not carrying anything dangerous. So I don't find anything courageous about the whole thing. And then Modi ji said that it is the Trump who has the courage to go without any security inside the crowd, and because of that, during his recent election campaign, there was an attempt on his life, unlike Mr. Modi. So he is drawing a lot of parallel with Trump, that Trump only thinks of America first, I think India first. So somehow Modi ji was absolutely clear, and that I think he is very honest on that for all the things which he is doing, his role model is Trump, because Trump did this, Trump did that. No, that is something very astonishing for me, that Modi ji, why he is praising so much good words about Trump. One thing is, India wants some time for settling their commerce with America. They have asked that the tariff, whatever tariff Trump wants to impose on India, if that can be postponed up to September, so that India does their homework, settle tariff at home, and then go for a negotiation with Mr. Trump. Practically, as far as what I can see, is there will be no negotiation. It is a one-way communication. Trump is dictating terms, and we are very meekly accepting all those terms. Now, there is another something very disturbing is happening in India. We are having Raisina Dialogue. Raisina Dialogue is held by some Observer Research Foundation or something like that. The people there were initially, it was funded, or it was mentored by Reliance people. People from Reliance came, and they were basically running this Raisina Dialogue. And this time, Raisina Dialogue, the main chief guest or the main speaker is New Zealand Prime Minister. Raisina Dialogue, you get all the people from the world. They are trying to do something the way Davos, the international business people, political people, economists, all these people meet in Davos once in a year. Something on those lines we are trying to do something in Delhi. But we don't get so much attention. We get ex-bureaucrats, ex-politician, ex-so-and-so. This time, we have got Five Eyes. Now, this Five Eyes is an organization of 5 countries who are having their own systems of exchanging information regarding intelligence. Now, these Five Eyes countries are, initially it was started between USA and UK after the World War, 1946. In 1946, then Canada joined in 1948, and then Australia and New Zealand. Now, this is all the English-speaking countries of the world, the powerful English-speaking countries of the world, where they exchange intelligence between them. And now they have gone a step ahead, and now they are also going for a military collaboration. So, India for last 3-4 years is during this Raisina dialogues also invites people, the leaders and the bureaucrats from the Five Eye countries. This time also we had a dialogue with Five Eye countries. We don't know. I mean, they had a dialogue. We only hosted it. We had a dialogue with Five Eye countries where Tulsi Gabbard, the USA representative, then we had UK representative, then we have New Zealand representative. They were talking of their own things. We have not much to do in that. As far as they are concerned, their interest is in Indo-Pacific. So in a way, they are not exchanging intelligence with us. But why we want them to host, we want to be part of that Five Eyes, it is something which we have to relook at. Because we are opening our borders, we are opening our gates, we are opening our, giving them access to our intelligence, but in return what we are getting, that is to be answered. So again, going back to that podcast thing, Modi ji talked on his Godhra Riots, Modi ji talked on Zelensky, Putin, Modi ji talked on a lot of things, but the most surprising thing for me was that why Modi ji was talking so high of Trump was, in a way, it was in communication to Trump that I adore you, we all respect you, and we are there we are requesting in a way you not to put a very stiff tariff on us, because end of the day we are also a country with 142 crore people. So slightly be gentle to us, and in a way trying to rub the human side of Trump, so that he is not that ruthless while negotiating with India. That might be a thing. If that is the idea, I don't think so whether it is right or wrong, but India must also show their strength and their willingness and their resolve that we are also a 142 crore country, and America, for that matter, America or any other country, just cannot bulldoze our things like that. End of the day, it is Mr. Modi who has to call a shot on, take a decision on this, and in the near future, I don't find that Modi ji is going to be tough with America on any matter. Thanks so much.